Hello, I'm BioBane.
And I'm Kinsey, and this is Bobby.
We don't normally make clickbait videos like this on YouTube, but they recently changed their partnership, so we just decided to go for it.
Yeah, and plus we need more subs and views by the end of February 20th, or else we'll lose our partnership. So,
We're going to be releasing a bunch of content that's going to be aimed at being popular within the next 20 days or so, since we only have that much time before we lose our partnership. And like I said, just going for it.
so if you enjoyed this video, please support us by subscribing to our channel, liking, commenting, viewing our content, watching as many videos as you possibly can.
And honestly, feel free to like or hate on this video, because either way it will help us keep our partnership. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to our video called Logan Paul's Comeback, a Complete Hypocrisy. Yeah, such a roast. Anyways, in the rules of the clickbait world, we just wanted to make a quick video about the whole biggest thing going on YouTube and the things we thought that were funny about the video. I don't think we're gonna have clips of the video just in case it's like would get flagged or whatever. I don't want it to go down, so we're just gonna be talking about it, and you can go watch his video on your own time if you want to, because you're not really missing much.
Yeah.
Anyways, the first point is that I thought was really funny is literally as soon as you click play, literally the first thing it says is "I'm sorry," and I don't know if he did that like out of to be ironically funny, but I didn't think it was funny in like the sense he probably wanted me to think. I thought it was like kind of like sad funny, like you're still saying sorry, like that's the first thing I hear when I click your video.
Yeah, and another thing that we noticed in particular when there was like a little sequence of the trailer in the beginning was how painfully awkward and just his outbursts and his reactions and his facial reactions,
I think he does that
expressions.
on purpose, but
It was just
still,
like a little intense and it kind of like freaked me out a little. And
it's for the
I'm not
kids.
gonna lie, it was a little terrifying.
Yeah, I was a little terrified.
Yeah, I wasn't a big
It's like,
fan
is
of
this man
that.
a psychopath or a celebrity? I can't.
Yeah,
This,
it's really hard
it's
to
hard to
tell.
tell the difference
It
nowadays.
is.
It
It
really
really
is.
is.
It's no class. He makes jokes about himself, which is smart. I mean, you gotta be a little self-hating when you're like that famous or whatever. But at the same time, every time he makes fun of himself, he like strokes his own ego so well.
It's so
Like it's like
frustrating.
it's either before the punchline or after, but still, it's just like, dude, just you can take a few dope jokes at your expense. Like you're big enough, you're an idol to some people. Like I know you're not gonna get knocked down if you make fun of yourself in your own videos. Like, come on, dude.
Another thing that was kind of irritable was the fact that he basically acts like his whole life is a movie, and it's just kind of strange and bizarre. Like just watching the beginning of his comeback and how he literally tries to like be like an actor, and I get it, but it's kind of weird.
Well, yeah, if he actually wants to be an actor, well, I can't remember. One of them was in the Disney Channel. I think it was Jake. I don't know them
I
that
don't
well.
know
I don't. I'm
either.
not a big enough fan to know which one's which. But if he wants to be an actor, I get it. But like, dude, that was like the trailer coming back from like your little break. It's like way overblown. Like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
it's a little
it's
too
just a video vlog. Calm down.
much.
Uh, Probably gets people excited. There was one part that was kind of like something where it was like, I don't know if this is the exact word, but it was like one man to rule or something, and it was like one boy or something instead. It was basically just the first thing I thought was one man child, because
he
that's basically what he is. It's just like he'd be the king of the man children.
he
So
would be the king of the man children.
he's the number one maverick and number one man child. Like he's the poster man child, the poster boy for man
Man
children.
child.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing, indeed.
It's a good thing to be, probably. That's why I make so much money.
And another thing that was really weak in his on his part was the basic joke that he made about it was like the first joke that he made.
Second joke, I think. Well, I
Um,
don't know. Some of the things that were probably like jokes we didn't even notice because
yeah,
they're so weak.
and he was just saying like the guy who was talking to him was just like, oh, and introducing Jake Paul, and then Logan's just like, no, it's Logan Paul. And I guess that was supposed to be funny, but I really didn't find any humor in it whatsoever. But hey, I guess everyone has different humor.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was literally just like a bait and switch kind of joke where it's
Yeah.
like, I'm not my brother. Ha 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 ha. What a great joke to open your comeback
I
with.
know,
Like,
it was so weak.
Made me almost want to click off, but I had to watch the whole thing to make this, so
Exactly.
it is what it is. Oh, and then I was confused where when we were on our points, but the thing he did later in the video that just made me cringe was there's literally a part where he's drawing man's genitalia in the sand, penis in the sand, and I was just like, yes, I get it, it's funny, you drew a dick in the sand, but at the same time, it's like something a 12-year-old would find funny. He's trying to convince everybody, oh, my audience isn't kids, draws dick in sand. Yeah, okay, that's really
Oh my
convincing everybody
gosh.
that you're not trying to entertain kids.
Dude, I know. And another thing that kind of breaks off of that is how he was recommending. He was talking
He
about
didn't
like,
recommend it.
yeah, he was like talking about like the whole Tide Pods
Yeah, he
thing.
referenced in his opening, I'll help you with this one. He referenced the eating Tide Pod things without any reference that it's poisonous. He's just like something you can go watch a video, but he references eating Tide Pods, and later he says that they're poisonous. But it's like if kids only watch the intro of that or something, it's like it's just another person telling them to eat Tide Pods. Good job.
Exactly.
And then yeah, there's one part, and I don't know. Sometimes if a person does it right, it's funny, but he literally tells you that he's funny. So I think that's another thing where he's trying to be ironic, but it's like it did not come across as like ironically funny. It just
No,
came
it
across as cringy. I am funny. Like he literally has so much intensity. It's like, dude, like okay, I get that's your thing, you maverick, but
yeah, and
just take it down a notch when you're talking about yourself at
it's all
least.
intense.
Yeah, the energy levels. No, the energy level's fine, but when he's talking about himself,
Yeah,
it's just a little much. The
and
ego stroke.
and another thing that kind of breaks off of that is how like insane he just acts throughout this entire video. Like he literally acts like a friggin' barbarian at some parts, and it's just kind of
Yeah,
terrifying.
it's exactly like if I was YouTube, I would be kind of upset too that this is like our #1 poster child right now, him and Jake Paul. I'm not even roasting on Jake Paul because Logan Paul is the one that screwed up the whole partnership thing for us in the first place. So that's the whole reason I even started watching his content because I was like, what else is this guy doing besides filming dead bodies in the forest? So, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
It's like the stuff you have to do to get popular now is insane. You either have to act
yeah,
like a fool or you have to like act like a fool. It's pretty much it. You have to
exactly,
be a crazy person or act like a fool. It's just that
exactly.
simple. It's the easiest way to get famous if you don't have talent.
Boom. Shots fired.
Another point is, this is driving me insane with people recently is just every time somebody is like I know he's a millionaire, and in his video he cries about not making enough money off ads anymore because Google cut his money in half or like whatever his ad revenue in half, and it's like obviously he's pushing his merch more now than ever because of that. But it's like come on, dude, it's like you're a freaking millionaire. We don't need to have sympathy for you just because your paycheck got cut this month.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal. I'm sure you'll bounce back just fine. I'm sure you'll have a few more Lamborghinis in that garage.
Another thing that he did that was really cringy was when he was just talking about how he's being sued for like $4 million, and he's just like acting extremely unprofessional and immature about the whole situation, saying that he won't send them $4 million, but he will send them some of his merch instead. And it's just like extremely ridiculous and incredibly stupid in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like that's not the right approach that you would take.
Well, yeah, considering it's about his company he owns, you think he'd want to be a little more professional
Yeah.
handling the situation instead of just taunting them about a legal situation. That might make them go harder on him in court.
Exactly.
Like that's not making it easier for his lawyers, I'm sure.
Preach it to the choir.
And the other thing that I thought was really annoying, that's basically like him doing fake advertisement, is he's using, and I don't. If this actually happened, it is really horrible, and it's a good thing he survived because nobody should die like this. But he's literally using him almost dying in a parachuting accident for fake advertisement for his blog because everybody was like, oh man, he's gonna talk about how he almost died in his blog and stuff. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it in a different video so I can get a bunch of people to come back next time, and then probably just tease him again all over and make oh, it's gotta be a couple more blogs from now.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, so you're basically using your own near-death experience as an advertisement to get more people on your video, and then basically teasing them and not even telling them when it happens. It's like, damn, that's next level business right there. Like that man knows how to make his money.
Yeah, and coming off of that, basically, he's just, if I were him, I would be way more um, aware and woke about the whole situation of almost dying. He just seems like the same immature kind of guy that he was before this incident happened. I mean, if I were him, I would.
Even his attitude while he's talking about what happened, he
Yeah,
doesn't seem like afraid or humbled by the situation. He's just like,
exactly.
I'm parachuting again. Or
Yeah,
skydiving again. Parachuting.
parachute. Yeah, it's like, okay.
So you definitely, if that did happen, you didn't learn a lesson. And like I said, if it did happen, I'm glad he survived because nobody should die like that. That's really horrible.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, like it feels like you're literally making this up as advertisement because it's like him talking about it is just like I don't
It's
even
just
know.
like a save for the
You
next
just
video.
watch that whole segment over and over and tell me what emotions you feel. It's just like nothing,
I
nothing.
know.
I almost died. It was alright. You know, I'll tell you about it next video though.
Exactly.
So that's basically the impression I got. At one point, he did at least say he admitted that he learned how to fail, which I thought was really funny because then he like goes back to like a speech. He like links it all together. He's like, I've come full circle now. Where he's like, I've failed as at least once now, so I know what it's like to fail. So it's like trying to I don't understand like reach out to people
Yeah.
and be like, I've learned a lesson, even though he doesn't act at all like he's really learned the lesson. But
Yeah.
at least he's trying to preach it. So I give him points on that for like trying. But I thought that was a little weak too.
One thing I do not give him points on, though, is the fact that he is so egotistical.
Yeah,
He has the biggest ego you could ever possibly imagine. And it's really bad, like, when you're, like, that famous and you're setting an example of the younger kids out there that are watching your videos religiously. And it's just disappointing because you're teaching them how to embarrass themselves pretty much and just act like complete idiots to get somewhere in life.
Yeah.
And that's not how it should be at all.
Whether he wants to admit it or not, there's a bunch of kids, younger kids, and even teenagers who are going to be impressionable watching him. And it's like he's teaching them to be idiots, not how to be like confident. Like it's good to be confident, but overconfidence makes you make mistakes that you're going to regret maybe for the rest of your life because you're too sure of yourself and you think you're going to get away with it. You may not. Some of the stuff he's done, he could probably get in legal trouble on his blogs. That's like I saw in the comments on his video that I think his new blog is age restricted, which is probably a smart move for him. But kids are still going to watch it because it's like kids know how to get around that. All they have to do is click a few buttons and say I'm over 18.
Yeah.
So it's really simple. So like going forward after this whole incident, definitely should be like setting a better example, not overconfident but confident. That's what I would say.
I agree 100%.
Oh, and then he had a part. Is it your turn?
It's your turn.
I thought so. He had a part that was making an excuse for one of the things in his previous videos from Japan where he breaks a Game Boy, and I just thought it was really funny that he had like his excuse was like, oh, I didn't smash this and then bring it back to get repaired or whatever. I don't really follow his whole story, but he still smashed it, and he's like, oh, this means so much to me. It's still nostalgic. Like he shows that he thought it was broken or whatever. It's like when you see it's broken, you would take it back to the shop right then and there and be like getting it repaired instead of just smashing it on the floor like a monkey or an ape or a barbarian or whatever you want to call him. And freaking, you just like he breaks something that's supposed to be important to him, and it's like it probably was just a simple mechanical fix.
Yeah.
Or something very simple that the shopkeep would have known, but instead you gotta just break it for more views.
Crazy.
And then try and apologize for something. That part just made no sense. Another pathetic part.
And the part that actually made me kind of like laugh a little was how he was saying in order maybe for us to forgive him, he would go to North Korea with Jake Paul and poke Kim Jong Un's little belly, and then hopefully like make him laugh, and then we'll all forgive him because he won't blow us up and whatnot. And I'm just like, please go to North Korea. That would mean a lot to us.
If one thing would make 2018 amazing would be if Logan Paul and Jake Paul and their whole Team 10 and whatever Jake Paul or Logan Paul or crews, they all get on these huge military grade airplanes, they parachute into North Korea, and then they go dab on them all. And
I
then
would love that.
while they're getting dabbed on, the North Koreans will probably imprison them or something. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It really is.
They're gonna get
Please
the
do
highest
it.
quality content that anybody's ever seen. Nobody's ever blogged and freaking vlogged or whatever in North Korea and lived to tell the
Exactly.
tale. So
That's
they
really
should
cool.
do it. They should be the first
I
to do that.
recommend it.
The real mavericks that they are.
Exactly.
Airdrop in there. And then the last point is I just really want to make sure that since Logan Paul is not making as much money as he used to a few weeks ago, you should really freaking buy his merchandise because he needs that money. He needs it more than me. He needs it more than you. If you're out there on the street starving, you better buy a computer or find out how to send him money because he's making half the amount on ads right now. Half. You get that? The millionaire is making half the amount. He's gonna be half a millionaire soon if we don't give him all the merchandise money.
Buy his damn merch.
So go and buy his merchandise. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for his merchandise. If you don't buy it, you don't really love Logan Paul. All right, that's the end of our video. And all jokes aside, if you're a Logan Paul fan, feel free to dislike or hate on this video because we're literally just doing it to get views because I don't want to lose my YouTube partnership. And then after this month, I'm never gonna make content like this again. So you can hate all you want. Just get me over 1,000 subscribers, please.
Please.
We'll love you. And a few views doesn't hurt either.
Bobby loves you too.
Yeah, Bobby's here for the views. That's all he cares about. He's a greedy bastard.
Banging on his chest. Crazy
All right.
ring.
Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did or if you didn't, go leave a comment. Tell us what we should improve. Tell us if we should go die in a fire. We love you. Have a good night.
Bang.